Good morning, everyone. Andy Carlson here with the Sniper Scalping Systems recap. We're going to start off by looking at all the trades we executed live today. Let's start here with crude oil. It was one of those days, guys, that it was a little tougher. Overall, it was kind of one of those slugging along days. I would say 6 to 7 out of 10 days we sit down in front of our computer are quite a bit easier to trade than today was. Honestly, though, in some respects, I made it harder on myself than I needed to. I encourage you guys to look at the Pulse Extreme signals, and I'm trading a trading plan that has a few more details in it, is a little bit more conservative, just taking Pulse Extreme trades. But look at how well, if you just pulled the trigger on all the Pulse Extreme trades in crude oil today, how effective you would have been. But let's start off with the trades I actually executed live. We went long on this trade here off of the Pulse Extreme. You can see we got a reset. Black line went back into the positive territory. I entered originally right here at 90.48, entered again 90.78. Averaged into that trade, and then boom, took our profit targets off here, 1 and 2. So we had a decent bottoming formation in here. Even though this is a really hard charging market to the downside, we did have 3 lower lows. So we had some reasons why we anticipated this market rolling over a bit, and it ended up doing that. After we got 2 blue bar down closes, look at these 2 blue bars that closed down right here, boom, and right here. Boom, 2 blue bar down closes. Pulse Extreme black line did not move down at all on those 2 down closes. Tells me that we have decent probability that this market wants to go higher. We had a nicely upward sloping higher equity or action line, so I went ahead and got long here. This was not an official Pulse Extreme trade, just kind of an add-on to, you can see the black line stayed up in the positive territory the whole time. So this is just kind of an extra add-on trade. Boom, nice winner. Then just before 9:30 stock index futures open, we ended up getting long, averaging into this trade. This one was a pain in the butt, I'll be honest with you. We had some good things going for it, but again, it took quite a long time. I fessed up and was honest with our crew that these types of trades I'm not a big fan of. I like to get in my trades. Most of the trades I'm in go to profit target within 30 to 90 seconds. After 3 to 4 minutes, I start to get uncomfortable. That happened here, so I took the profit off the table a little bit quicker from the average in, and then did go ahead and lock my stop up below the lows and let the other contracts run and get a decent target. So not a huge win there, but a win nonetheless. We managed that trade well. This trade did not execute live, but you can see a nice winner. Had we been aggressive and gone long here, that would have been a loser. This trade over here, just after 10 o'clock, I was poised and ready to execute. We had this minor top. I announced this in the room, was ready to go. Fortunately, I had an execution. I actually was willing to go long on a breakout or short on a failure, and I put a breakout order into the long side. Did not get filled because we didn't break out in it. By the time I got that order canceled, I was a little slow, didn't end up getting into this trade, so that was a little disappointing because it fit my trading plan, and as you can see, it was a nice winner. Absolutely perfect, gorgeous 3 lower lows exhaustion pattern. Very symmetrical, absolutely beautiful. I was in a trade in the DAX at the time, so I did not execute this trade in crude oil. I would have. We were in a DAX trade that turned out to be a nice winner, so we won't complain. But that was absolutely a gorgeous trade that fit with my trading plan. You can see another Pulse Extreme winner. So, overall, the Pulse Extreme really kicked some tail today. And had you just gone ahead and been a little bit more robotic on these Pulse Extreme signals, you would have had an outstanding day. You can see just recently we got a huge explosion to the upside. Let me very quickly transition to the DAX. I think this was the first live trade. Ended up being a break even. We had our black line crossing from gray to colored area, signal fired. I got in the trade a bar later based on my trading plan, waiting for the red to get out of the Pulse Extreme, and we ended up managing this trade back to a break even. Again, it took forever. We were in that trade for about 6 minutes. If I had had more patience and just stayed with it, it turned into a big winner. We kind of talked about that live, that reality, that this trade could go on to be a big winner. I just didn't want to wait for it. This was our big, nice winner from the DAX standpoint. We had a great topping action. We had awesome triple pivot divergence, a lot of confirming factors going with this trade. got short, boom, averaged into the trade, took a nice target too, so a nice big winner there. And I think that's, let me quickly bring up gold. We're running out of time here. We had a break-even gold trade. Back here we had a winner. So 2 trades in gold today. Quick, easy winner on target 1. We moved our target 2 to break even based on some things we were seeing. So that was a net win there. A lot of chop. Okay, then we broke out to the upside. This was a trade I was willing to go long on, but we were in a crude oil trade. Came back over here and ended up with another break-even trade. We got long, took a target 1 for a winner, but then gave back that profit, trying to give the second set of contracts room to run. So we ended up with a net break-even there. And I think that was it. We executed, I believe, 7 live trades today, 4 winners, 3 break-evens. Overall, a net win on the day. Not going to complain.